Echoing Green seeks out and cultivates the new ideas of talented, motivated individuals, and the Echoing Green Fellowship is designed to foster new ideas as well as new leaders. In this video, we're going to walk through the 8 selection criteria that we use to choose our fellows at Echoing Green. Successful applicants not only present an innovative way of addressing social issues, but also explain why they as individuals have what it takes to succeed. So when we're looking at applications, we look at the application both in terms of the person and the project. Echoing Green isn't a traditional grant-making organization. All of the money that we give away we do through a fellowship program, and we do that because we believe in the importance of the individual social entrepreneur as well as his or her project, and so we want to make sure that we're spending resources to develop the person as well as to help support the project. So when talking about the application criteria, we have 4 criteria that we evaluate on the person and then 4 on the project. So first, let's talk about the person. The first criteria that we're looking for is we're looking for people who show purpose or passion. So we want you to show us that you care deeply about the issue or the community and help us understand why you care so much. What experiences have compelled you to apply? That's something you want to address in your application, and show us how your work excites you and keeps you motivated every day. The second criteria is resilience. So being a social entrepreneur is tough, and inevitably you're going to face obstacles along the way. So in the application, we want you to demonstrate that you've bounced back or that you have the capacity to bounce back from some major challenge. We also want to know that you have the ability to foresee any challenges that might come so that you can prepare for them and hopefully avoid them. The third criteria under the person is leadership. So you're the CEO of something big and important. We want you to show us that you can lead this organization towards its goals. So give us a sense of what the unique skills and experiences you have that are going to help you succeed. And we want to hear about your achievements in the field as well as any experience you have in this geographic location that you're going to be working or with this particular community. And then lastly, under person, we're looking for someone who has the ability to attract resources. So here we want you to show us that you can attract resources, whether it's money or people, people to work for you or just volunteers to donate their time. We want to know that you can make other people care about the issue that you care about as much as you do. And so some leaders might be very charismatic, but it doesn't have to be that. It's not necessarily the person who's up on stage in front of 10,000 people at a rally. It might be a more unassuming leader that still is able to get people to take action in support of their cause. So if you can show examples of resources that you've attracted in the past, that is definitely something to focus on in the application. So moving on into the project, the 4 things that we're looking for here. The first is innovation. We're looking to know if this idea has been tried before. What makes your organization new? And explain to us, how is your approach different from things that have been tried in the past? We really care about innovation, and so it's worth spending some time figuring out who else is in your space and what makes you different, what makes you better. Next is importance of the issue that you're tackling. So for us to be interested in your solution, we first must understand why your project is so important and why the issue that you're going to tackle is so challenging, imperative to be tackled. So here we want you to explain not only how you're going to solve the problem, but why it matters that you solve the problem. You might come up with the most innovative idea, but if that innovative idea isn't tackling something that is really of vital importance, then we're not going to be as excited about that. So next, we're looking for potential for big, bold impact. So we want to know how it's going to directly impact many lives or change a big system. We're really looking for system-changing ideas. It might be that you don't have plans to scale up, to be in every part of the world. It might be that you plan on being small, but doing such a great job at proving out a model that hasn't been used before. So maybe you have a brilliant way of delivering a product that no one else has done, and people around the world see your approach and they adopt it, and your model spreads that way. And so you might have indirect big, bold impact. And then lastly, and probably least importantly, we want to know that you have a good business model. And so great ideas fall flat without a solid plan. And so your startup plan, your budget, your timeline, your staffing should be well thought out. You don't have to have everything solved, but we want to get a sense that you have thought about these questions and you're being realistic in your approach. So just be sure to be clear and concise when you give us the details of how your organization is going to run. So those are the 8 criteria. What are some next steps you can take? You can use the link here to sign up for more information about the application. We'll be sending out emails on a regular basis. You can go to our website and start on the essay questions before the application opens, as well as view the help text that will give you some guidance on what we're looking for from each question. And there are other resources that are going to be posted throughout the application period. And on December 4th, you can start your application online. So here's a little bit of the timeline. You can glance over that. We're going to be opening up phase 1 right now. The application opens December 4th, and we'll close January 7th. All the applications are done through our website. And then we'll move on to the semifinal round and the finalist weekend. So thanks.